Hey, this is Tim with Diesel Laptops. In this video, we're going to be using the Texa IDC5 software. We're going to be going into the bike environment, and we're going to be connecting to a 2020 Polaris RZR 900. So we're going to select the utility vehicle and quad. We're going to go to the P, shuffle down, and we're going to select the Polaris Ranger. We'll hit the R to make it a little quicker, and then we're going to scroll down. We're going to look for that Ranger RZR 900. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and select that. You can see we have three different systems that could be on this model. We're going to go through the petrol injection first, or the gas injection. We're going to use the bottom module, that 2016 Plus. We're going to click on that film strip. That's going to show us our cable and where we connected to this model. So we're going to be using the AP45. Okay, so we'll hit confirm. We'll go in. You can see we have no faults on this engine. And then we'll go into the parameters and scroll through those real quick. Okay, so one way you can do this without seeing all 40 parameters is on the bottom left-hand side. You can see that funnel icon. You can use that funnel icon just to funnel out what you don't want to see. If you want to see 4 or 5 parameters, you can have those all up. The other way you can do it is on the left-hand side, that little paper with the star in it. That's your favorites page, and you can have your favorite parameters show up. That way you don't have to look at all the parameters on one sheet. And it makes it a little bit easier if you want to graph 3 or 4 of them out at a time. Okay, so we'll go into the status page. It's going to give us our gear we're in. It'll show us some switches, things like that. Our ECU information, we have this here. That's going to be the ECU information. Your activations, that's going to be all your tests. You can see we have the injectors, the fuel pump, the fan, the ignition coil. So we can do all those if we choose to. So we'll come out of the software, and we're going to go ahead and select the instrument panel and go into that. Look at that for a sec. So we're going to be using the same cable connection, and we'll go ahead and hit start. We'll make sure the ignition's still on. We'll hit confirm, and then you can see it's going to show our odometer as the parameter. It may take a sec to pull up, but it pulled up. Our status is going to show us our gear, and then our ECU information on that. Not a ton of information on this. Obviously, if you had a model with a lot of things in it, then it would have more, but this one's pretty much a lower model, so we don't have a ton of stuff to look at. Okay, so our APS, if we had one, we could go in there. Our special functions will go in there. This is going to be our vehicle use history. Same connector again. We'll go ahead and hit start and go into that. Okay, ignition on, we'll hit confirm. So first page is going to be the faults. We have our ECU information, and then our activations are our tests we want to do. So we'll go into activations, and then we're going to go into historical data reading and hit start. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and select confirm, and then we're going to use the up and down arrows to go through the readings. So the first one's the throttle position sensor history. We can see that right there. We'll hit the up arrow, and we'll go into the vehicle history. Our percentage rate times. Okay, and our next one will be the engine RPM history. Okay, we'll go ahead and click the arrow, and that should go to the throttle position that we've already seen. Okay, so we have 3 main histories we can look at on this model. Okay, so our ECU information or faults, we'll go ahead and close out of that. And end communication with the bike. Okay, so another thing we can look at is technical information sheets. The only one we have is the EPS information. Depending on make, model, and year, there may be more or less. Just depends on what Texa has in the software. Okay, so this is on the 2020 Polaris RZR 900. This is Tim with Diesel Laptops. Thanks for watching.